So I decided a video would probably be the most effective way to document this project so I can actually look back at it and see how things fly. So after doing some research and coming up with a few ideas, I decided the only way forward was to start making models. So this is my kind of plan for making my first model. I'm going to do something like that. I don't know how easily that is to see. And I'm just going to figure it out as I go. I made my goose. My first plan is like this, it's like folded kind of thing. I already can tell this isn't going to fly, but let's just, it's a test. It needs more tension under the wings. Also the wings are too big. So I've made a few small improvements to my goose. They are improving because I just flew it and it flew like 2 meters rather than 1. I've streamlined it a bit more kind of. I put duct tape on it, which I don't know if a goose would appreciate, but and I added this bit on the bottom. I swear that was better when I tried it when I wasn't filming. I've made a few more adjustments to the goose now. It's got a tail now and changed the wing shape again. And this time I'm going to go outside and try and fly it because I think I need all the help I can get, and maybe the wind will help, I don't know. So today I've made some quite major changes, adjustments. I added this bit on the neck just to smooth things out, and I added like a whole load of weight, which actually I didn't expect would help, but it kind of seems to have done. And then underneath I've like added more supports to keep the wings out. I definitely think there's a lot of improvement with my model, but it's just still really inconsistent. So I think I'm kind of in two minds about whether to keep pushing with this one or whether to move on to a different idea. And I think I am going to try a different idea just to like keep the range broad. I did measure one of the flights though, and it was 2.95 meters or something. The thing is, I could scrunch up a bit of paper into a ball and throw it, and it would go a lot further than that. I'd probably go like 3 times that, but that wouldn't really be design. Okay, I'm going to do another flight with my goose, and then I'm going to try a couple of planes that I've just made that aren't geese. So this is a plane that was made using a YouTube video for paper plane called The Flying Goose. This will probably fly a lot better than my goose, but let's just see how it goes. Okay, and then here's just a standard paper plane that I've got because my new idea is to explore how like geese fly in a V formation. So I'm thinking maybe if I can take inspiration from the aesthetic of the geese, but actually put it into a much more conventional paper plane, then hopefully it will fly better. So I'm gonna just try this one out to see if it's like significantly better. It's also a lot smaller than my goose model, so we'll see if that's better or worse. I think my technique is just bad. So I'm kind of coming to the end of the amount of time I'm willing to spend on this project. So I think today I'm just gonna try my best, make a few planes, and we'll see how it goes. Every day that I've worked on this project, I've said, we'll see how it goes, and then it's gone badly. So this is my little plane. I've thrown it a few times and I've had mixed results. It really wants to spin like this. I've just been like adjusting it, you know, like folding different bits over between each flight to see if it changes anything. And I just folded the nose in and that made like a big difference. So now I'm gonna cut the nose off, I think. So I've changed the weight distribution quite a lot, so that it's a lot heavier on the front than the back. And I also I scrumpled it up into a little ball because I was annoyed at it, but then when I unscrumpled it, it flew so much better, and I think it might be to do with like the surface area being less like flat, I suppose. I don't really know how to describe it, and I have no idea if that's like a logical thing to assume, but I feel like I might be onto something with the sort of scrumpled up wings. So I'm well aware that the scrumpled up look is not the most visually appealing thing. It's not really what I would have wanted, but I just can't argue with physics. I think at this point in the project, I need to have a finished piece. I'm gonna sacrifice aesthetics for function, because genuinely, it does fly better. Like, I'm not kidding, it does fly better. I'm trying to convince myself that it's kind of like a cloud, and it's like the geese flying on a cloud. Yeah. So this is the current model. Honestly, like, it looks a bit scrappy, but I quite like it. I put like geese, a kind of goose motif on the front, so they're like flying in a V formation. This is like pretty close to being my final thing because I don't think I'm getting much closer to it flying than this. I might add a little bit of extra wing on either end. It does do like a sort of like flip-flop. I quite like it, to be honest. I'm so happy with that because it actually flies. So I thought I would just round out the video with a little evaluation now that we've done our race of the planes. Just to say, do you know what, I think this project was really out of my comfort zone. Do you know what, I had a bit of fun with it. I didn't take it too seriously, and I think sometimes that's a good thing with a project like this. Maybe if I had paid more attention in physics in third year of high school, then I would have been more successful than I was, but then I probably wouldn't be in art school. And I hope this video has been somewhat entertaining, just seeing me fail repeatedly.